Well, shoot! It has been a minute, partner. What's up? It's Chris, the Drone Geek. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drones. I'm sorry it has been a minute, and I'm really sorry for that terrible foghorn, leghorn, southern accent that I just tried to pull off there in the intro. I just didn't really know how to start this video because it has been quite some time since I've posted a video, about a month, and I didn't do any type of step away or announcement that I'd be taking a break. I didn't take a break. I just really didn't have the means or the bandwidth to post a video over the last 3 to 4 weeks. It's been a really unfortunate situation because, as you know, I like to post videos at least once a week, if not a little more frequently than that, and I just was not able to do that. I have this unfortunate situation called a MacBook Air from 2019 that is just not ideal for editing videos while on the road. So I wanted to, I really did. It's possible to do it with the MacBook Air. It's just not a convenient or easy process. And after I've worked a full day, I get back to my hotel room or my Airbnb, I sometimes just don't have the motivation to sit down and deal with just how terribly inefficient the MacBook Air is. So I didn't get any videos posted while I was away. I wanted to. It was just too difficult. I am working to resolve that situation, though. I am in the works to find a laptop, an editing machine that I can take with me on the road and be able to easily make and post content as long as I have internet access. So apologies for the extended absence. It's not what I intended at all. But I'm back, and I've got some exciting information, including a leak on the DJI Air 3S and some upcoming content for this channel that I think you'll really be able to sink your teeth into. We're gonna start with the latest leak for the DJI Air 3S. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out my other leak videos for the Air 3S. Lots of really great information in those videos from some really reliable resources. Are they right 100% of the time? No, but I'd say around 90% of the time, the information they provide, the leaks that they share, are right on the money and offer us a really great insight into what DJI is going to release with their next product. So I offer that, plus my own personal speculation based upon the information that we are presented with. It's very valuable content. So if you haven't watched it, make sure you go and watch it now. And if you have watched it, maybe consider a rewatch after you watch this video. The latest leak, though, is something that's going to be of the utmost importance to most people that are thinking about buying the DJI Air 3S when it finally releases. And the leak has to do with the pricing structure on the various combos for the Air 3S. Now, according to Jasper Ellens, as well as several other leak sources that I have on Twitter and across the internet, there are some pricing structures that I think will be extremely attractive to most of us. When it comes to the DJI Air 3S standard combo, I'm talking the drone, a battery, and the RCN3, we're looking at around $1,159 for that package US. That's US dollars. When it comes to the Fly More combo, which is the drone, maybe some accessories, 3 batteries, a battery charging hub, and the standard RCN3, DJI is going to be retailing that particular drone package for around $1,300, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe $1,350. And if you really want all of the bells and whistles, you want the Fly More combo and you want the DJI RC2, that advanced controller that has the built-in screen, that's going to retail for around $1,550, maybe $1,600. No matter where you fall economically, if you're interested in drone technology and you're prepared to purchase drone technology, I think we can all agree for a drone that seems like it's going to be very capable, that is an extremely reasonable price point for each combo package. No matter where you fall when it comes to economics, whether you have a lot of money, a little bit of money, or somewhere in between, when it comes to drone technology, what we have out there available to us, I think most of us can agree that these are extremely reasonable price points when you consider the performance that you get out of a DJI product, no less a brand new DJI product, state-of-the-art, never before seen, as well as all of the bells and whistles that you get with it in terms of accessories, Fly More combo parts, etc. In fact, the pricing is so reasonable in my mind that I plan on going out and purchasing a DJI Air 3S as soon as it hits shelves, no questions asked. When you consider the fact that the price is extremely reasonable and the speculative performance specs of the drone are going to be fantastic, it's kind of a no-brainer to me as a drone photography and video enthusiast. So just to recap real quick, standard combo package for the DJI Air 3S is going to be somewhere around $1,100, $1,159, $1,160 was the figure that I keep seeing floating out there. Well, if you want the Fly More combo, it's going to be around $1,300, and if you want the Fly More combo with the DJI RC2, that's going to be around $1,500 to $1,600. And in case you really just don't, for whatever reason, want to go and watch my other leak videos, here's just a very high-level idea of what we can expect changing from the DJI Air 3 to the Air 3S. We're going to start with the negative. First of all, I think we are going to see a backslide in overall battery life. We're going to go from about 45, 46 minutes to somewhere around 43 or 44 minutes. It's going to be a negligible change, not something you really need to concern yourself with too much. And the reason for that backslide in battery performance has to do with the increase in technology in other places. For instance, I think that we are going to see an increased sensor size on the wide angle sensor on this drone. We will still have two cameras on board, a telephoto and a wide angle sensor. The wide angle sensor is going to be 1 inch in size. We're going to go from 1 over 1.3 inches in the DJI Air 3 to a solid 1 inch in the DJI Air 3S. Really exciting stuff, because you're going to see, in terms of the detail and the vividness of the images that you take, something very similar to the Air 2S and maybe even the Mavic 2 Pro. This is going to be great because it's going to give us better image quality all the way around. I'm not somebody that gets too excited about sensor size anymore. I used to fall victim to that, but really it comes down to the performance of the guts and the brains of the camera. Obviously, a 1/2 inch sensor is not going to give you quite the level of detail and sharpness as a 1 inch sensor. A 1 inch sensor is not going to give you quite the detail and sharpness of a 4/3 sensor, and so on. But when you're talking about wide scale aerial photography, I'm talking landscapes in particular, you don't really need that large of a sensor to get high quality work. We've seen that with the Air 3, we've seen that with the Mini 4, the Mini 3. They've got some really fantastic platforms out there that have smaller sensors compared to like the Mavic series or the Inspire series, and you're still able to get really crisp, clean imagery out of those drones. And speaking of bigger and better image technology, let's talk video resolution for a moment. I think we're going to see some sort of 5K imagery when it comes to video resolution with the Air 3S. I believe we're going to see either 5.1K or 5.4K with the Air 3S. My reason for that is 5.1K would be in line with the Mavic 3 and 5.4K would be in line with the Air 2S. I either way think that we're going to see an increased video resolution with the Air 3S. As for other advancements with the Air 3S from the Air 3, I think they're going to be negligible, maybe some small things here or there, but I think we're going to basically get the same drone with a slightly better camera with a larger sensor on it. That's still something to get excited about, especially if you held off on pulling the trigger on the Air 3. Now you've got a better version of that drone to consider in case you are looking to purchase a drone that's not quite to the level of the Mavic, but is a little bit more than what the Mini series can offer. What do you think though? Are you excited about the pricing? I know it's still a lot of money. I mean, $1,000 is nothing to cough at for me. That's quite a bit of money when you're talking about my side cash, my extra spending money. But I think it's reasonable for this type of technology. I'm interested to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, let me know if you think I'm right or wrong about any of the speculation I've offered in other videos, in this video, whatever the case may be. I'm interested to hear from you, especially since there are so many minds and voices in the industry that have a lot of different and varying opinions. Just make sure you're respectful, or I may be forced to say something very, very unkind. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way and we've talked about that, let's talk about some upcoming content here on the channel, because I've got a lot lined up. It's going to be overwhelming to get it all done. So first and foremost, GepRC, our friends over there, have sent us some product to review. I've got the FPV Racer frame kit. I'll be building a racing drone with this. The original plan was to take this frame and the product that's in this box that I'm about to talk about here in a few seconds and combine them to make a drone. I just don't think that's going to be feasible when you look at these two different products. I think it's going to be better that we use something else with this frame, and that's exactly what we're going to do. It's also going to be a little bit more involved to do this when it comes to my level of experience putting together FPV drones. So we've got the GepRC Racer frame kit there, and here is the one that I'm mostly excited about. This is the GepRC Taker 7 stack. This is a flight controller and an ESC, a 4-in-1 ESC that is sold by GepRC that we're going to be using to build a drone. And since we're not doing the racing drone anymore, I've gone out and I realized I needed a Cinewoop because my Gep RC Cinelog 35 unfortunately has died. It just won't turn on anymore. Something blew, and I'm gonna just go ahead and recycle some of the parts out of it. Instead, I went and got the Speedy Bee 35 frame, and this is gonna be the frame that I use to build my new Cinewoop drone using the Gep RC Taker 7 stack. Really excited about this build. I'll be partnering with Sam Karp of Sam Karp FPV to build this drone, so make sure you keep your eye out for a series of videos doing just that. Really excited about those products. But just when you thought that's all I had, oh no, brother, I got a lot more, or sister for that matter. I've also got this guy right here. This is the Beta FPV Pavo 20 Pro. That's right, they made a new version, a little bit beefier, larger motors, more capable. I've already flown this quite a bit. I've actually got Sam Karp's ND filter here. I was just using this on a commercial shoot the other day, giving it some test runs. I've got the Pavo 20 Pro from Beta FPV that I'm ready to review. Very excited about this one because Beta FPV has been an awesome partner with this channel and sent us lots and lots of product to test. I hope that continues to be the trend, and I cannot wait to dig into this one. Really excited about the Pavo 20 Pro because there's definitely some improvements from the Pavo 20. We've also got this guy right here. This is something I have been using and have not gotten around to reviewing yet. This is the Hoodman weighted landing pad. This is from Hoodman. If you have ever used these products before, you know exactly what this is. Essentially, this gives you a safe space to launch and land your drones. Not much to review on it, really, but I'm gonna be featuring it in a few different videos here. Really excited to talk about this. Big thank you to Lou and the team at Hoodman for sending this over to me. Really excited to do some features with it in some of the videos I have upcoming. The last product that I have here, that I can think of anyway, I might have other ones, and I apologize if I missed those other products, but the last one that I have here in the immediate future is, if I can open it up, this guy right here. This drone's been out for a few months at minimum, might even be a year at this point. It's been around for a little while. This is the Potensic Atom. This is essentially a Mini 2 killer. It is a 4K mini drone, as you can see here, and the fine folks over at Potensic sent it over to me. Really excited to dig into this drone and do some review content on it. I've already flown it a few times. Absolutely love it. It is a really great drone. I'll get into some of the more specifics and talk about how it may or may not be something that you would want, but just on a very baseline level, absolutely awesome little drone that I cannot wait to share with you on a finer level of detail. Oh, and there is one product that I did forget, and I apologize to the folks over at Pet Cruise. These guys sent me this Mini 4 carrying case. This is another one that I don't know how much I'll be able to really review just because it doesn't have any other function than just carrying around my Mini 4. But I will talk about this in some of the videos I have upcoming where I use the Mini 4 or I feature the Mini 4. Definitely a product I'm very appreciative of. So thank you, Pet Cruise, for sending this over. Really excited to dive into this a little bit deeper and share some of the more finer points of this product with you. But I think that's it, and if it's not, again, I apologize. If I missed your product, you sent it to me. I will make sure that I've got everybody in the lineup. I just have so much going on here. And if that weren't enough, I'm going to Boston in like 2 days for another project for work. Yeah, it's a really exciting time to be traveling as much as I do. It's a lot of fun, and it's not lost on me that I'm very privileged to have these opportunities. So don't mistake my exhaustion for not being appreciative of the opportunities put in front of me. I'm very appreciative. Whew, I'm just very, very tired too. So all of that is coming down the pipeline. Bear with me as I continue to just work through the schedule and get a better balance, as well as get some better equipment that will allow me to do more of my content on the road when I'm on the road. And that does it for this video. Whew, yeah, that was a lot. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon down below. Helps me out a lot. It helps get this video out into the algorithm to more viewers like yourself. If you really love this video and you love drone content shot by drones, about drones, and for drone pilots, my friend, this is the channel for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the bell icon too. You'll get a notification every time I post a new video. Until next time, I'm Chris the Drone Geek, and I'm out of here. See ya. Yo, what you say?